Hi guys, I'm Termeyy, welcome back on my channel. Today we show you how to make the beat for Superhero by MetroBoomin. On the beat we have Future and Chris Brown. Let's begin with the video. First thing, we have the trumpets from Labs. The bank is trumpet fields and the preset is coast is clear too. I applied some elf time at 40% mix to get the lower octave on the melody. Then a little bit of saturation and a fab filter to cut the lower frequencies and to boost the highs. The melody is very simple, it's just playing one chord, the F minor chord, and he's using the classic suspended notes to get that darker feeling. So we have the suspended 2 that is G and the suspended 4 that is A sharp. We have these inversions to open up the chords. This is how the melody sounds. Then we have the bell. I used a bell from Pigments preset, the Magic Castle. I had to modify this preset to make it sound like the original one, so I disabled the first engine. So we have just the second engine with 2 oscillators. On the original preset there were square waves for these 2 oscillators, but the sound was too bright, so I modified them in a sawtooth and a sine for the second one. As you can see, there is the FM modulation button on, so we have a FM modulation on this bell. And the last thing that is super important is the pitch of the second oscillator, that is 1 octave and 4 semitones up respect to the oscillator 1. So we get like this harmonic for the bell. The notes for the bell melody are these. I applied an EQ on this bell to get rid of this frequency and to boost this other one. The notes that is using for the bell melody are the root note of the chord, the augmented fifth, that is the 6th note of the scale. This is a really important interval because it helps to create that darkness feeling like the suspended notes. Then we have C, that is the 5th of the chord, and then the 2 suspended notes, so we have the suspended 2 and the suspended 4. We also have another bell from Omnisphere playing quite the same notes on the lower octave. Then we have a switch for the main melody. I'm using Omnisphere with this preset. This preset is super important because it has like this arpeggiator in the background replaying the notes from the chords. For the switch we have this chord progression 1-4 in the same scale, so we have the F minor chord with an inversion, and then we have the A sharp minor chord with an inversion of the 5th. This is how it sounds. Then we have the drums, classic snare on the 3rd beat. I sampled this snare from the original track. Z chant for the 2nd beat and the 4th beat of the last bar. Hi-hats accentuating the 3rd beat. He removed the last hi-hat to make the beat drop harder every 4 bar. Then we have the 808 just playing the root note of the chord, F, and on the last bar is using the 6th and the 5th note of the scale. The pattern is the classic trap pattern for the first 2 bars, so we have a hit on the 1st beat, 1 on the 4th, and then another one on the 2nd beat of the 2nd bar. For the 3rd bar we have a hit on the 1st beat, 1 on the 2nd beat, and 1 on the 3rd beat. And then for the last bar we have a hit on the off beat before the snare, then a hit on the off beat after the snare, and then on the last off beat we have these 2 hits. Fox sample, 8-step open hats, and last the snare roll. And this is the full beat. Then we have the full beat switch, we have a piano. I used the classic K-Scape piano from Omnisphere. It's playing this melody in Dorian scale. So we are moving from the F minor scale to the G Dorian scale. These are the notes for the first chord. We have G minor add 9. We have the third and the suspended 2 without the 7th. So this is not a 9th chord, but an add 9 chord. And it's just arpeggiating the notes of the chord with an inversion. Same thing for the second chord. This is the 5th chord of the scale. F is the 3rd, A sharp is an augmented 5th, and A is the 5th. So the progression is a 1/5, 1/5, 4. On the last bar we have this C major chord with an inversion. Then we have this Moogie synth bass. I use this one-shot sample that is just playing the root notes. A tonal tom, classic synthwave sound. I used this sample to recreate it. I used a lot of saturation and reverb to make it sound like the original one. And then we have a soul synth with a little bit of cutoff and white noise in the background. I use the init preset of Diva, so the initial preset when you open up Diva, and these are the notes. As you can see, with this synth, it's just arpeggiating the notes from the chords. So we have G, A sharp, D, root note 3rd and 5th of the first chord. Then we have C, suspended 4, A sharp, 3rd, and then A, that is the 5th of the 5th chord of the scale. Then we have F, 3rd, A, 5th, D, root note, E, suspended 2, C is a 7th, and then we have A sharp, that is the 3rd of the first chord. On the second part of the beat switch, I applied this low filter with this pattern, and this is the full result. That's all for this beat. Hope you liked this video, subscribe and like if you did. As always, I will link all my link in the description from my Patreon page to download this FLP. Beatstars if you want to listen to my beats or buy my drum kits. Instagram if you want to follow me. Bye and see you in the next video.